Now we are.
Hey, we're really live? We're doing a live thing?
Yeah, the first time ever. There's a lot of firsts this year.
A lot of firsts. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. We're nearly there. It's the weekend of bring on the sunshine, and we're like pretending to be calm and cool and collected, and everything's under
Well,
control.
you look so put together. I'm thinking, wow, when did she have time to do all that? I look so plain.
I put earrings on. It's great. The things we learned about Zoom is sort of from here upwards, and that's all you got to think about. So, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. So, for our first live, what do we talk about?
Well, how are you doing? Like, this is our first ever online festival. You have been working like crazy getting stuff lined up. Like, where are you at? What do you think?
I think I'm excited. I'm very much excited to for the festival to actually happen. And I'm also excited for the downtime afterwards. But you know, I'm excited about all the lineup that we have. It's been a lot of work.
Oh, man.
Coming together. And the fact that we're on Facebook Live right now, to me, is like accomplishment because technology
it's working.
It's working. So
yeah. No,
how are you feeling?
Well, every year the work is intense for getting this kind of thing together. And I think, oh my God, why do we do this? Every year I think that. And then we get to the day of the festival and I see like the kids running around having the most amazing time. Yeah. And I'm, oh yeah, right. That's why we do this, because it feels so good. So actually the thing we do have an amazing lineup. Like, it's really incredible. If you guys haven't had a look at the event website, go. We've put up everything that's scheduled and there's a lot happening. But I have to say, I'm like pretty excited for cleanup this year.
Because it doesn't exist.
There's nothing. We just click off and then we're done. That never
happens. That's exciting. But yeah. So what do you think is harder, like preparing for an online event or preparing for an in-person event?
I feel like everything online takes 5 times as much work, and we have to learn how to do a whole bunch of new stuff, right? The in-person festival, we knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
This has been like just a whole new learning experience, more than I wanted. Actually, I'm really resentful about what I had to learn.
Self-punishment.
Yeah. But it's actually pretty cool. What you can do, like, this website is pretty cool, like, that we're hosting the event on. Like, honestly, guys, if all you want to do is come and check out how an event site could look, come see, because it's actually that cool. So
yeah, I will ask you this question because, like, for me, I don't know, I feel like my answer changes all the time on what I'm actually like on the lineup, what excites me, because yesterday's answer may be different to today's answer. What do you think? What's the most?
You know what? Like, I've been in my house like for nearly a year. It's been a long winter. I'm super excited about, there's a group called the Black Roots Marimba Band, and they're actually based in Cape Town, and their performance is like by the ocean, underneath Table Mountain, in like the gorgeous sun. I'm like, that's the one I really want to see.
Yeah. And I think it's worse for us because we're thinking, oh, I want to go home. At least if you're watching it and you don't think of it as home, maybe you don't miss it as much. But for me, definitely, I'm like, home at this time of the year, it's sunny. I can,
my God. Yeah, no, it's
fresh fruits and all this.
Yeah, it's like it's the way to travel when none of us can travel right now. And I mean, I've been to Cape Town and it's an incredible city, and just the idea of being by the ocean and being warm. Oh man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to dwell on that.
So I'm excited, I guess, like, because of doing a lot of the education stuff. I'm excited to see like the panel discussion and just I'm part of the panelists, but actually having that discussion with the lineup and also seeing what conversations happen after that. Because for me, I don't know. It feels like there's just still so much more learning to do. And what a great way to be able to actually bring our own voices out there, right? So
if you were gonna say a little bit more, because this is the first time we've ever done like a panel discussion, like
right.
what do you see as like the real benefit and interest here? Like what's new and exciting, and how does it fit in like with what Bots is about?
I think like when we talk about Black history, yes, we talk about Black history, but nobody says let's talk about white history. So what does Black history actually mean? Like, it's not an individual story. We want to, I think I was speaking to a guy a couple of months ago, and he was saying, oh, if we could just have one person speak up for the Black people, then, we could find a way forward. But there's none of that. There's no one person who's ever going to speak for us all, because we are all so different. So we're exploring the topic of migration and where we came, how migration has affected Black people in the past and the present, and where does that leave us going forward, right? Some of us migrated through slavery. Some of us migrated, in more recent years, economic and all sorts of other reasons. And some of us ran away from wars or whatever. So no matter what your story is, it's different stories. And so I'm always excited to say, yeah, you treat us all the same, but we all have a different story. We are individuals underneath the Black skin. We have different stories of what our heritage is, even though it's rooted in the same thing. So it's exciting, but but going forward, we still kind of have to find like a common story, because the whole world looks at us as one person. So how do we, with all these different diverse heritages or backgrounds, how do we move forward and move community forward too? So
it's that whole Africa is not a country thing.
Yeah, it's not a country, and that's one of the other interesting parts. Like, we've collected these different, we've connected with different artists across Africa. So we have the Cape Town that you were talking about. We have some dancers from Zambia. We have Uganda. We have Ghana. And for me, as a Zimbabwean, I'm looking at it going, oh, I can see how in Uganda they move a little bit differently than we do. Yeah. And you can see how the movement varies as you hit different regions. So, while I don't know, maybe somebody else will look at it and think, oh, it all kind of sounds the same because there's a drum. But to me, I'm like, well, that actually highlights, I can see the personality of the Ghanaians or the Nigerians or whatever. So I think that's important to showcase too. So I'm excited about that.
There's some really cool contemporary stuff as well. I know there's a couple of youth leaders from our amazing youth leadership team who are actually going to do a cooking workshop as well, which we haven't seen yet.
It's a surprise to us.
They were in my kitchen today, and I'm a little worried.
It may end up being a what not to do on a cooking show.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, either way, knowing the two people involved, it's going to be funny. I can tell you that much.
Well, funny is great. Like,
The other thing that I think is so cool is, because of COVID, because we're all at home, because there's so many limitations, like we've really been forced to be creative and to engage our youth team in a whole new level, right? And a lot of that has been like creating stuff on social media. And you've also been finding some really awesome ways to get members of the community involved.
Yeah.
And I've seen like some really, really cute kid videos that I'm really looking forward to, which are going to be part of the performance tomorrow. So, and what's amazing? Like, I look at some of the stuff that our team has produced, and I'm like, we don't often see representations of Black people just like relaxing and being happy and enjoying themselves, and like our team are up there just being themselves, and they're amazing. They're so great. So
and that's a very important point, because I think of like even just the team introduction videos, like we see each other on a one-on-one basis, so it's kind of fun, and you see dimensions of people when they're coming out and have to be on camera, like me having to be on Facebook Live. I never thought I would do that, but here I am. You're finding new ways to keep growing and adapting to this world that we are in, and keeping sane. keeping sane for sure. So
next year, watch out. We're going to be launching at Watts TV.
Can you not talk about that 2 days before the festival, please?
Okay, I'm sorry. No new ideas.
I don't want new ideas 2 days before the festival.
Yeah. And actually there's been so many cool things which have come out of this. Like we've always had such a strong local presence and like really supported our local artists and been supported in return like by the Waterloo region community. But this year we've been able to really like make sort of fresh outreach to different parts of the world. And what's been so fun, I wasn't quite sure about it at the time, but it's working amazingly well, is that we're actually working with a group from Zimbabwe who love Bring On the Sunshine. I've always wanted to be involved, never could because it was always an in-person event. But this year, like they've been really helping with back-end tech support and really helping us with some of the new stuff that I didn't want to learn. So they've been a godsend. And it's so much fun actually to be working on this event with an international team. So shout out to Panache and the guys from The Plug.
Absolutely. And we'll talk more about The Plug at the festival because it's actually a really cool movement. For us, it's very important to always give back to the community that raised us, that nurtured us and whatever. So I think it's so important for us to make those connections. So as much as we're benefiting from their tech experience, we're also passing on like our vast experience in doing this for years and building them as young people, because it is a group of young people trying to find their place in the world. So, it's quite exciting. Thank you, Emily Young. We look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah. I know, like from the very beginning, sort of those of us who are immigrants from Africa, we know what we left. And yes, we came to Canada, because we had a sort of a hope or a vision for our future. But, I'm the person that I am because I grew up in Africa and I love that experience. But now I take all of that richness and all of my education and I take it and I bring it to Canada, which just really doesn't seem fair, right? So to try to find ways where we can, live our lives here, but still be able to feed back and benefit into the communities back home, like that's cool, right? That's cool.
It's got to be. Well, at least that's our truth, because and that's reflected in our education program. Like when we're talking about Black history, being African history and world history, it is that idea again of connectedness. Like, yes, I'm Black and I'm in Africa. Yes, I'm Black and I'm in Canada or US. So it doesn't matter where you are, but there is some commonalities that we can always find. And, it's those things that hold us together. So thank you, DJ. So I'm sure DJ might critique us after this.
He is our biggest supporter and our biggest fan as well.
He is. So he won't critique us. He'll give us pointers.
Well, I'm doing my best, like to follow my drama lessons and be good TV. How am I doing?
No, so I'm excited. I'm hoping that everyone feels the energy that has been pumped over the past, what has it been, like 6 months, Jackie?
Oh, I don't know, lifetimes. How long have we been in this?
Yeah, our team started serious planning in about September. So whatever that works out to be about now, but it feels like a year, but.
Well, and like one of the things that we've always all loved about the in-person festival is just that feeling of coming together as community and being together and like seeing people that we haven't seen all winter and like meeting new really cool people and just like being in a space where everybody can just feel at home and be able to be themselves. And this new event platform that we are using this year actually offers a lot of opportunities you can chat with other people in the event. You can do like private video calls if you know somebody. They have like a networking space where you can sort of play like roulette and meet random people for 3 minutes and then exchange details if you like. Like there's workshop rooms where you can have like a roundtable conversation. So we really looked for a place where it's not just like, TV coming at you. We want people to be able to engage. So whether it's in the event or whether it's on social media, let's be talking to each other. Let's be, commenting about things and, we want to hear from you guys. We don't want to feel like we're having this event by ourselves.
No, we want to talk to people. And I think this is why I said it depends on the day. if you ask me what I'm excited about, because it's going to change every day, because I've been really excited about this platform from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I am also really excited because Bots gets to pioneer this platform for the whole region. No one else has used this platform, so I'm feeling a little sense of accomplishment here. So
yeah. I'm just like, oh man, they're all so lucky they get to learn from our mistakes. Yeah, that's how this works though, right? Like we watched all the people struggle through doing events last year during COVID, and we all get to learn from each other every step along the way. So anyway, that's
no, absolutely. We get to information share and all of that. So we're really looking forward to everybody joining us on Saturday and Monday. No, scratch that. On Sunday and Monday. So
on Wednesday and Thursday, and it's all those COVID days running together. You should put it.
They all look the same.
Yeah, but there's actually a ton of vendors as well. We didn't talk about those. And the vendor space, it's not just like a million websites. You can actually have conversations, like a FaceTime conversation with the different vendors, and so they can show you products and you can ask questions and stuff as well. Yeah. So it's cool. Come check it out.
No, absolutely. Come check it out. So when you see the vendor space, click on it, go into it, and you'll find a person there, or they'll have some kind of presentation there. You can still spend money at Bots. So we've kept true to that. So come on out and check it out.
Oh, and there's an art show. I'm really pumped about the art show. So we've partnered with Zim Art, Rice Lake Gallery in Peterborough. And they actually have an outdoor sculpture park of Zimbabwean stone sculpture. And I don't know if you know anything about like Zimbabwean stone sculpture, but like it is internationally renowned. I think we're the only country in Africa that has the reserves of soapstone in order to be able to support this sort of art culture.
Yeah,
and it's like deeply spiritual. It's very like connected to land and story and culture, and it's like so like resonant, like just with the human story. And so we actually have an online 3D exhibition. It's kind of like being in a video game. Actually, you sort of walk around places and you can go in there and come back and stuff. So it's an experience. It's not just like clicking through a website. But so we have got a series of sculptures on display from Zim Art, which is really cool, and a number of local artists as well. And it's actually cool because it's an art gallery by the sea. So it's not just an art gallery, but you kind of get to walk around and like be by the ocean and imagine the wind blowing in your hair. So yeah, and so you have to come into the register for the website and come inside to get the link to the art gallery. So just so you know. But if you don't want to come inside, that's okay. You can join us on the YouTube stream or Facebook Live.
Come in to Hopin, if only to try it out and see what the space can actually do, or say hi to someone new. Any of that. There's many good reasons. There are other things that will be going on just on Hopin that will not be on YouTube because of the limitations of YouTube. So definitely register for Hopin and join us.
Yeah, seriously, guys, it's gonna be awesome. You don't want to miss it. You will be so sad if you miss it. Just come, okay?
All right. Well, Jackie, we've actually completed our first Facebook Live.
I feel very proud. I feel we need like a badge or something. I feel very proud.
I guess people who don't know us don't know what a big deal it is, because we've fought doing the live thing. I think usually we find someone else even at the festival. So this is a huge accomplishment for us. So.
Well, Alice, it's been amazing hanging out with you in this forum. As always, we have so much to talk about.
Always. See you everybody on Sunday at 3:00. Jackie, is that right? My head is just muddled right now. So
yes, it's 3:00 on Sunday, 3 to 6, and 12 to 4 on Monday.
Absolutely.
So make sure you sign up and invite your friends, because this is the first year we can truly invite everyone from all over the world. I've told all my family in Zimbabwe they have to sign up because now they can, right?
Yes, absolutely. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. We hope to see you on Sunday at 3:00.